coming through the tri-oval. Remember, the start-finish line here is at the exit to pit road down toward turn number 1. So they'll move through the dog leg here onto a very short straightaway, and the green flag is waving. The Winston 500 is underway from Talladega Superspeedway.
Restrictor blade engines to get them up to full song. In fact, it takes a little more than a lap to get them up to full speed.
Here comes Davey Allison on the inside, trying to take the lead down the back straightaway. 3 abreast.
3 wide, that's Rick Wilson up high on the outside. Jarrett in the middle and Allison down behind. Down below, they come through the tri-oval, and it is Dale Earnhardt and Jimmy Spencer side by side. Jimmy Spencer has never led a lap here at Daytona and never led a green flag lap this year. I don't know whether he did or not. It was close. They're 3 wide in 1.
Man, this is unbelievable. Look at him. And Earnhardt in the middle.
Ooh, I'd like to see him get out of that situation.
Oh, boy, no kidding.
2 abreast is scary enough, let alone 3 abreast.
I mean, this looks like the start of an Indianapolis 500, 3 abreast.
Dale Jarrett's trying to push Dale Earnhardt. He wants to push him on out in front. He might have done it.
That's Wally Dallenbach right behind Davey Allison on the low side of the racetrack, and Ken Schrader coming up too. Now we have Earnhardt ahead, but behind him there's still 3 wide out of 4. And a lot of movement in the middle of the pack as Rusty Wallace comes down and makes it 4 wide on the tri-oval. Watch this.
We can't keep up. Just watch.
Up front, you're looking at 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and on back.
The outside lane was able to break away once Earnhardt got out there. Then the outside lane, 3 of them at least, got up there and moved around the rest of the pack. But there's still some 3 abreast racing back in there. Dale Jarrett's been caught in the middle of all of that and has not been able to get out of the middle.
Davey Allison and Brett Bodine are battling for 5th position. The top 4 are Earnhardt, Spencer, Rick Wilson, and Joe Ruttman.
And folks, when we tell you these are the greatest race car drivers in the world, do you doubt us now?
Yeah, they proved it on those first 3-4 laps. 3-4 abreast all the way around the racetrack. And now the front 4 begin to separate themselves even further from Davey Allison, Brett Bodine.
But I believe now that Allison and Bodine and them have singled out that there's no more than a 2 abreast. Well, look at Kyle Petty. He's going to have to make it 3 abreast back in there. But they might be able to catch up now that they've singled out these 3 cars we're looking at right here at least.
That's Derek Cope behind Brett Bodine. Here are your front 4 once again.
That's Davey Allison, Brett, Derek Cope, Sterling Marlin, and Rick Mast. There's our front 4, Earnhardt, Spencer, Rick Wilson, and Joe Ruttman.
There's Mark Martin, who is trying to fight his way back up from the front after problems on pit road, and a start from the rear of the field. That 68 car there is being driven by Greg Sachs. Bobby Hamilton was released from duty this week, and Greg Sachs is in the cockpit.
Mark Martin's made some pretty good moves.
He's
coming up.
Picked up about 20 spots anyway.
Yeah. Because Kyle Petty started 21st, and he's already in front of him. Ricky Rudd there, the Tide Chevrolet is one of those.
This is Jeff Gordon's vantage point.
He's somewhere in the middle of the pack. I see Bob looking for a position, but when he come by the start-finish line of 4 abreast, I don't know how they figure it out.
And we haven't heard from John Kernan, our other pit reporter. Here he is.
Well, Bob, Jeff Gordon has just radioed in and told Ray Evernham that the car is running just a little bit hot. Ray says, just be calm. The first pit stop will take a piece of tape off of it. You'll be okay. Now, you remember, he had that great run down at Daytona, winning one of the Twin 125 qualifying races. They qualified 30th this weekend, same car, same motor. Ray says, hey, we're a bunch of rookies. What do you expect? We can't go out and win them all or do well in all of them.
All right, we'll take a look here up front once again, and there is no longer a 4-car breakaway. They have caught up, but Dale Earnhardt continues to lead over Jimmy Spencer. Rick Wilson continues to run in 3rd place, certainly his best performance of 1993 for car owner Richard Petty. And side by side back of him, Joe Ruttman on the inside and Davey Allison on the outside. We've completed 7 laps in the Winston 500 here at Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama. Glad you could be with us on this Sunday afternoon. We'll be right back. Boy, I'm glad we got through that without a mess.
Boy.
Whew. Didn't speak too soon, though. ESPN Speed World is being brought to you by Quaker State. The Big Q is One Tough Motor Oil. By your local Yamaha dealer, who invite you to see their exciting line of motorcycles, ATVs, and water vehicles. And by Budweiser, fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your Bud. In the 8th lap here at Talladega, and Dale Earnhardt continues to set the pace. The standings have switched just a little bit as position shuffle.
Look at Rusty Wallace. He started way back, what, in 23rd position? He is already up there near the front.
He's 7th and looking for 6th. Goes to the inside of Sterling Marlin. Well, you know, we talked about how Rusty has not had a particularly good performance in previous years here at Talladega. In fact, you could almost say that for his entire super speedway program. But don't forget, he was running in the top 2 or 3 when he had that crash at Daytona. And so we could see some great performance today. And Davey Allison has fallen way back. He was up there in the top 4.
Well, he got caught in the middle for a lap. His cars went by him on the outside and on the inside, and he just got caught up there and couldn't do a whole lot about it. Now he's back on the inside there, Terry Labonte, and the car number 20 of Joe Ruttman caught in the middle this time.
Let's go to Jerry Punch with a comment on Terry Labonte.
Guys, Terry Labonte qualified 38th in that Kellogg's Cornflake Chevrolet. Well, they have a brand new engine program and a new engine builder, Tony Barker. But he hasn't had time to get an engine ready for the Speedway. So yesterday, for the first time in Billy Hagan's history as a car owner, some 504 starts, he rented an engine from outside his shop. It came from Morgan McClure Racing, the Ernie Irvin team. And right now, Labonte started 38th. He's in the top 15, moving toward 12th position.
There you can see the serial on him.
And Jerry, while he was talking, while you were talking, he lost about 5 spots. It doesn't take long here at Talladega to go forward or backwards.
It really doesn't. And it looks like the outside line is the place to be here. But you get more momentum coming off the turn, but those that have been down on the inside just simply haven't been able to sustain much speed up there.
The battle for 3rd, Rick Wilson on the inside and Brett Bodine along with Derek Cope on the outside. Behind Cope is Sterling Marlin and then Wally Dallenbach and Dale Jarrett.
Schrader trying to draft along with Rick Wilson, dove on the inside. Now he and Rick trying to get hooked up and go by these guys.
Now Michael Waltrip is trying to come up right behind them. They might get 3 cars and maybe make it happen. But so far, that outside line has just been able to pull away a little bit more. It'll depend a great deal on which line Dale Earnhardt takes up front there. Because if he gets down low, well, that'll help the